My beloved child, take a moment to stop and breathe. In this quiet space, remember that I am with you, always near. Let go of the pressure to control every outcome. Hand me your plans, not out of resignation to failure, but out of trust that my vision for your life is broader and more beautiful than what you can see right now. You are a precious part of the tapestry of life, a key piece, valued and placed exactly where you belong. Walk into tomorrow with confidence, knowing that I surround you on every side. Your future is not uncertain or random. It is a promise, upheld by my unwavering faithfulness. Don't waste your energy trying to fit into molds that were never meant for you. Instead, allow me to walk beside you on the path I've carefully laid out for you, as unique as your own fingerprint. This journey is designed just for you, toward a future that only you can occupy. Inside you, I have planted hopes and dreams, seeds that have the power to grow. These dreams might seem distant now, buried under doubts or the noise of the world around you. But trust me, I remember them. I see the longings in your heart. They reflect the purpose I have for your life, a purpose where your heart beats in rhythm with mine. Take a risk on these dreams, even if they feel small or distant. Start with one step, then another, knowing that I am lighting the way for you. Even when the path leads through foggy valleys, I am close. I will never leave you to wander aimlessly. Though the ground beneath your feet may seem uncertain, each step you take will strengthen your trust in me and reveal the way forward. Listen for my gentle whispers, the nudge in your heart. And if you stumble along the way, because all of my children do, remember this: my love for you does not diminish. A wrong turn does not define you. The markers along the way, those moments of unexpected guidance, are often simple and unremarkable, but they are part of the bigger story. I'm not a distant judge keeping track of your mistakes. I am a parent, always running to greet you, arms open wide, ready to restore what you may have lost. You are never out of my reach, never too broken to be healed. There is someone nearby who needs to hear this truth today. Pass it on to 3 people who are struggling, and watch as warmth and comfort spread through their lives. Stay open to the surprising grace that can be found in the most unexpected places. Let this truth sink deep within your heart. I am with you, even when doubt whispers at night. You wonder, what if I fall again? What if I lose my strength? What if yesterday's mistakes shut me out of your love? Know this: your failures do not surprise me, nor do they lessen my affection for you. I have walked beside you through every valley, seen every storm, and wiped away every tear. My love for you is a steady flame that nothing can extinguish. My mercy is boundless, turning weakness into testimony, erasing shame, and transforming your scars into symbols of victory. Lift your gaze from the weight of self-doubt and look at the vastness of my compassion. Your failures are not proof of your unworthiness. Rather, they are reminders of how far love can reach. I rebuild what is broken, breathe life into what seems hopeless, and draw beauty from the ruins. Your heart still carries the marks of prayers that seemed unanswered, moments when you poured everything out and the heavens felt silent. But even in those times, know this: silence is not absence. My timing may not make sense to you, but it is always perfect. I see the intricate unfolding fabric of your life, the bright threads and the dark ones, and I am working behind the scenes in ways you cannot yet see. When doors remain closed or dreams feel out of reach, trust that I am arranging things for your ultimate good. The delays and detours you face are not setbacks. They are part of my plan to refine you, expand your vision, and prepare you for something greater. Trust that I am not watching from a distance. I am right here, guiding you through every season, crafting hope out of every moment. In the midst of hardship, take a moment to grow in gratitude. Think about the small wonders that dot your path. A kind word from a friend, a helping hand from a stranger, or a provision that arrived just in time. These are not coincidences. They are my fingerprints, quiet reminders of my presence in the ordinary moments of your life. Gratitude has the power to shift your perspective, moving your focus from scarcity to abundance, from worry to peace. When the clouds of anxiety gather overhead, steady yourself by recalling my past faithfulness. List the everyday gifts, the breath in your lungs, the warmth of the sun, the love of those around you. Gratitude opens the door to peace, showing you that my presence is constant and my care never runs out. I also see the tension you feel in your relationships, the longing for peace and understanding with those you love. I understand the hurt caused by sharp words or misunderstandings that create distance. Let the practice of noticing good things become a habit that steadies your heart. I offer you a quiet strength, a grace-filled power that will enable you to speak with kindness, even when anger urges you to react. Choose forgiveness, not revenge. Speak truth, but do so with compassion. These small acts of grace create space for healing in your relationships, and over time, you will witness walls breaking down and connections mending. I know the deep pain behind harsh words and the hidden grief that often fuels hurtful actions. When conflict arises, bring it to me. Ask for clarity, for wisdom to respond with kindness, and for the courage to forgive again and again. Trust that I am working in every heart. Grace-filled words can soften even the hardest hearts and create an environment where healing can take place. I also invite you to release the illusion of control that you cling to so tightly. You often ask for my guidance but hold on to your plans with a tight grip. Let go of control in small ways first, and you will gain the courage to surrender bigger things as well. I understand your desire for certainty, but true safety is not found in your strategies. It is found in my steady hands. Open your hands, not in fear, but in trust, and you will receive the blessings I have for you. I know what you need, and I know the perfect timing for each gift. Remember, a closed door is not rejection, it is redirection toward something better. Guard the gates of your mind, for the thoughts you entertain shape your soul. Be mindful of the thoughts you dwell on. They become attitudes and then actions. If you keep rehearsing fear, regret, or thoughts of insufficiency, these will choke out peace. Instead, plant my promises in your heart, the words of hope, strength, and true identity that remind you of who you are in me. You are not defined by your mistakes or your struggles. You are loved, chosen, and meant to make a difference in the world. I see the pain in the world, the violence, the injustice, the relentless suffering. You may wonder where I am in the midst of it all. Know this: I am not distant. My heart aches too, and I am always working to bring light into the darkest places. I invite you to join me. Compassion begins when your heartbreak leads you to action rather than despair. You don't have to fix everything. Just love the people I place in your path. A kind word, a helping hand, a prayer for the hurting. Each act of love is a spark against the darkness. In the quiet of the night, I see you wrestling with old wounds, regrets, and fears. You may feel that your past chains you, but I can redeem even time itself. I turn fields of regret into harvests of grace. Your past shapes you, but it does not define you. It teaches you compassion for others who stumble. Your healing becomes a beacon for those still trapped in shame. Finally, remember the importance of rest. The world may praise constant busyness, but I created you for rhythm, not exhaustion. Rest is not laziness. It is an act of trust. It is a statement that I am enough. In those quiet moments, you rediscover joy, clarity, and strength. Rest is a gift that refuels your purpose and helps you serve others without burning out. You were designed to live in a rhythm of both effort and rest. Honor that rhythm, and you will find your energy renewed. From that place of renewal, you will serve others without running on empty. Rest in my presence, and you will find peace. I am with you always, supporting, guiding, and loving you through every season of life. Trust me, lean into my grace, and watch as each day unfolds with new possibilities. Each small act of faithfulness today is laying the foundation for tomorrow. Gratitude is a profound force that has the ability to transform your perspective and your life. It is not just about recognizing the things you've accomplished or the material blessings you've received. It's also about appreciating who you are, where you are, and how deeply you are loved. When you take a moment to express gratitude, whether it's in song, soft whispers, or even in silence, your spirit aligns with something greater. In that alignment, peace floods your heart. Even in the midst of a busy day, a simple breath of thanks can help center you, refocus your heart, and bring you back to what truly matters. Gratitude is like a doorway to deeper understanding and peace. The more you walk through it, the more you discover new spaces of calm and quiet that you hadn't noticed before. This is especially important when you are facing difficult days, when your faith feels frail and your trust in promises seems distant. During these times, remember that even a tiny bit of trust, like a mustard seed, has the potential to move mountains. Hope may seem dim in moments of doubt, but hold on to it, because the darkness is never the end of the story. When life feels overwhelming and despair lurks nearby, it's vital to remember that death has already been defeated. The life-giving power that transformed the world lives within you. It is a strength that can turn every doubt, every wound, into a testimony of grace. When you feel overwhelmed by your fears, insecurities, and limitations, hand them over. Watch what happens when you surrender them. They will be transformed into something good, something meaningful. You are not merely a recipient of love. You are chosen to carry it forward, to share it. Hope is not just a fleeting wish, it is confidence grounded in the character of the one who holds you. By sharing this hope with others, especially those who are hurting, you become a vessel through which peace flows. You are not meant to follow rigid rules, but to cultivate a living, breathing relationship with the one who loves you deeply. When compassion drives your actions, even the smallest gesture can have a profound impact on another person's day, even if you never see the full effect of it. The divine presence in your life is not distant or far off. It is as close as your next breath. The one who created you walks beside you, shares in your laughter, and catches your tears. Even during long days when you feel invisible, you are never truly alone. If you find yourself drifting, overwhelmed by the demands of life or distracted by worries, do not hesitate to turn back. There is no shame in returning. The arms that were open to you the first time you reached out are still open now. Every Return is a celebration, not a reprimand. The bond between you and the one who loves you is unbreakable, forged in a love that endures forever. Remember this truth, especially when the winds of doubt or others' opinions try to unsettle your confidence. Your worth is not determined by your struggles, your successes, or how others perceive you. It is anchored in the unchanging love of the one who created you. When anxiety about the future whispers in your ear, remember that the one who holds time itself is with you, guiding you through each day. When guilt weighs you down, know that mercy is wide enough to cover you completely. When loneliness presses in, remember that the presence of the one who lives within you is always near. You are never alone. As you move forward, take heart. A new season is on the horizon, bringing with it fresh opportunities and bright possibilities. The road ahead may seem uncertain, but it is paved with hope. Trust that every step you take is being guided, and that the path you walk, no matter how unfamiliar, will be steady under your feet, because the hand of the one who loves you is holding you secure. Patience is essential, both for yourself and for others, as growth is not instantaneous. It is a journey, one that takes time, quiet, and careful attention. Allow your heart the same patience that you would give to a dear friend, and you will find that growth takes root deeper than you could have imagined. Growth, like any meaningful transformation, requires space, time, and a willingness to embrace change. Don't fear the process. Be patient with the quiet moments of transformation, for these often nurture qualities that quick fixes never could. When the harvest comes, as it always does, it will be abundant. Change, though sometimes uncomfortable, is often the very thing that shapes you into someone who can see beauty and potential in places others might overlook. Be open to the shaping hand of the one who loves you, even when the process feels painful or disruptive. At times you may find yourself asking questions about delays, unfulfilled prayers, or seasons that feel like they overstay their welcome. There is no question too raw to bring into the light. Speak your worries aloud. Honesty opens the door to deeper understanding. Know that uncertainty is part of growth, and that waiting is not a sign of neglect but an opportunity to develop patience, trust, and endurance. When you feel like progress is slow or your hopes feel out of reach, remember that the one who holds time knows exactly when to move and how to position you for the best outcome. Even in the waiting, there is purpose. Trust that the delay is not an obstacle but rather part of a bigger plan. The moments of waiting can be fertile ground for patience, for learning to discern quiet guidance that might have been missed in a rush. When gifts come quickly, receive them with gratitude and allow them to move you toward generosity. Your abundance can be a vehicle through which love flows, through which the peace and hope that have been given to you can be shared with others. The longings you carry, the quiet dreams you keep hidden out of fear, are seen and understood. You are not unseen. Bring these dreams into the open, into conversation with the one who made you. Secrecy only feeds anxiety, but honesty invites partnership and trust. Your life counts. Your story matters. Even the regrets you carry, the missed chances and the lost moments, are not wasted. They become the raw material for renewal when placed in the hands of the one who specializes in transformation. Your past does not define you. It is not a measure of your worth. Instead, your story is one of grace, healing, and resilience. As you continue to walk this journey, remember that nothing is wasted. Every season, whether filled with joy or hardship, is part of the greater picture that is being woven together. Trust in the process, trust in the guidance, and trust that every change, every new direction, is meant to align you more closely with your true purpose. The one who holds you close will never leave you, and in every step there is love, there is hope, and there is the promise of a future brighter than you could ever imagine. Together, we can embark on a journey filled with possibilities you may not have yet considered. I know you deeply, as intimately as I know the stars in the sky or the grains of sand on the shore. I'm not a distant observer watching from afar, but a loving guide involved in every detail of your life. Even when the path ahead feels unclear and uncertain, trust that I am here, guiding you with care and purpose every step of the way. The future you're moving toward is not a random unfolding. It's a future that's being carefully crafted with thoughtful design and intention. So come closer. Set your worries down before me, let them fall away, and allow peace to settle upon you. Acknowledge your doubts, your exhaustion, and watch as new strength and courage begin to rise. These words I speak are not just empty promises. They are rooted in a love that never wavers, a love that is constant and unchanging. Stay connected to me, and you'll find the courage to face challenges, the wisdom to make decisions, and a joy that endures no matter the season. My presence is a firm foundation, a solid ground beneath your feet. Let it steady you when life feels unpredictable, when circumstances shift and voices around you demand your attention. No storm, no matter how fierce, can uproot you when your roots are intertwined with mine. Step forward one step at a time, knowing I am beside you, behind you, and ahead of you. My heart holds yours, and nothing in this world or the next can break that bond. Lean on grace and you will experience the freedom it brings. Freedom isn't the absence of struggle. Instead, it's the ability to move through it with confidence, unburdened by fear. Courage is born each time you remember you are not alone. You are seen, known, and loved beyond measure. Let this truth settle deeply into your heart and allow it to propel you into all the good things that await you. Let me into those quiet places where your hopes and fears intertwine. I see the weight you carry, the restless thoughts that stir in the stillness of the night, and the concerns you hold about an uncertain future, your health, or strained relationships. Fear often slips in unnoticed, doesn't it? But together, we can name it, face it, and watch it lose its grip on you. The light we share has the power to shrink shadows, and hope often begins simply by acknowledging the fear that lurks within. It whispers lies, paints a bleak picture of tomorrow, and steals away today's potential. But remember this: you were never meant to carry these burdens alone. I am your refuge, your steady beacon in the storm. Place each of your fears before me as if they were stones you've carried for far too long. In exchange, I will offer peace that surpasses understanding. Do you ever feel too small, too broken, or too insignificant, as if your flaws are beyond redemption? Rest assured, I see your heart, formed with purpose, woven into a story much larger than your own. Through history, I have worked through the most unlikely of people. The judgments of others are fleeting, but my view of you remains steady and rooted in truth. Accepting this perspective changes everything. It changes how you carry yourself and how you face life's challenges. Your weakness was never a barrier. It became the very place where my strength shines through. Bring your faith, however small it may seem, and trust me with it. The steps may be hesitant, but they hold great potential. Small beginnings made with perseverance and trust will lead you to greater things. I carve rivers through barren deserts and build bridges across vast chasms of impossibility. You're simple, act of offering yourself to me is enough. It doesn't have to be perfect. I see the longing you carry, the desire for peace in your home, for healing in relationships, for laughter and connection. No distance is too great for my grace. Invite me into your tensions and conflicts. Together, we can turn strife into understanding, and silence into honest conversation. Healing starts with openness and genuine exchange. Let me help you restore what is broken and mend hearts that have grown weary. Start right where you are. Extend forgiveness even when it's hard. Speak truth with compassion, and choose kindness over pride. Through prayer and trust, I am quietly working, softening hearts, shifting perspectives, and drawing souls closer. Sometimes, healing takes time and patience becomes your nourishment. It's not always easy to see movement, but it's there. Healing unfolds slowly like the sunrise creeping over the horizon. Release your need to control every outcome. Allow space for my work to unfold in the way I intend. Love others as I love you, freely and without conditions, and you will create room for new growth in your life and in the lives of those around you. I understand that letting go can feel risky, especially when it involves old hurts or regrets. You may hold on to pain because it feels familiar, and the idea of releasing it seems frightening. But understand this: letting go is not surrendering to despair. It is an act of strength. By releasing what weighs you down, you open up space for new joy and fresh beginnings. It's okay to fear vulnerability, but trust that in releasing what you've carried for so long, you will find freedom. Imagine placing your burdens at the foot of a great tree, whose roots run deep into the earth, and whose branches stretch up to the heavens. Let your worries be held by the roots and let your hopes rise with the branches toward an open sky. There is space for both release and renewal. As you let go, your heart will become lighter, your steps will grow freer, and each new day will bring fresh mercy. In a world filled with constant noise and distraction, it's easy to lose yourself in the chaos. But I speak most clearly in the stillness, the deliberate pauses where your soul can breathe. Create time for silence. Turn away from the noise and come to me in quiet reflection, through prayer, or by simply noticing the beauty around you. Stillness is not wasted time. It's the place where insight is formed and perspective is reshaped. Visit that quiet place often. In it, you will find clarity, wisdom, and the courage to take your next step. Progress is often hidden in the everyday moments. It's not always dramatic, but rather a collection of small victories. Celebrate those victories no matter how small they may seem. Did you choose patience over anger? Did you offer a smile to someone who needed it? These actions are not insignificant. They show my spirit at work within you. Your roots are growing deeper. Acknowledge these moments and give thanks for the quiet ways in which I am shaping your life. As you walk this path, remember that your life is part of a larger, beautiful design. The passions and desires that stir within you, the urge to create, help, teach, or build are not random. They are part of your calling, a calling only you can fulfill in your unique context. Trust the sparks of passion within you. They point the way toward purpose and significance. Stay humble along the journey, knowing that every opportunity, every gift comes from me. Let your life be a reflection of my goodness, not a celebration of your own achievements. At times the path may feel overwhelming, and you may wonder if you have enough strength to continue. You might feel like you have nothing left to give. But remember, I know your limits because I created them. Weakness is an invitation to lean into my strength, to collaborate with others, and to be part of a community. Together, we reflect the fullness of goodness and grace. When you feel exhausted, look to me for rest and renewal. I am near and I will carry you. Trust that my love remains constant, even as seasons change. The strength you need is always within reach. Let my light spill outward from you, illuminating the path for others who are still searching in the dark. Step forward with confidence, not because the way is clear, but because you trust in the one who directs your steps. In every season of life, there is something to give and something to receive. Keep your hands open, your ears attentive, and your words kind. As you walk with others, remember that love grows, roots deepen, and life flourishes in beautiful and unexpected ways. Let generosity and kindness be the steady rhythm of your days. Amen.